so much, and I can tell you that of all the comics you've seen tonight, I am by far the most recent. But I do want to be a helpful comic. I think so many comics come up and they sit on the sidelines of life and they make fun of everything. I don't necessarily want to be that kind of guy. And that's why I look at the current Toyota issue. Now, if you've had anybody in an accident in Toyota, I do apologize. But they have this problem with unintended acceleration. And unfortunately, they picked a tagline for their advertising, Toyota, moving forward. I think that's a real problem, so I thought I'd come up with a solution. I want to be part of the solution. So I thought of some new ideas like Toyota, not boring anymore. Toyota, try and stop us. Toyota, smashing. Toyota, oh God, we're all going to die. So I think that's very, very good, I think. How many people do we have here from the military? I used to be in the military myself. Anybody from? Yeah. Army. One person. Army. Burnout. Yeah. I can't really tell you what I did I was in the Navy actually. I can't really tell you what I did. It wasn't classified. I just killed a lot of brain cells over the years. And we used to drink a lot. I won't lie about it. It was not a part of my life I'm particularly proud of. I used to be on this island called Diego Garcia. There was really nothing else to do except, and I kid you not, they had 3 bars, a gym, and a skeet range. And the nearest real medical care was 5,000 miles away. So you were either very fit, very drunk, or very lucky. I kind of fall into all 3 of those categories. But we went out to the plantation side of the island. We used to have this coconut plantation back in the 1600s. Really great history of the island besides the drinking. And but they were very particular about it. The British people who owned the island had this checklist of things that had to be right when you got there and when you left. So they check off, okay, the windows are all in one piece, the floor is clean, the beds are all made, okay. And then when they left, we had our own checklist. People skinny dipping in the lagoon, people peeing off the porch railing, and people jumping over the fire and stuff like that. And we got really rip-roaring drunk that night. A lot of us had gotten promoted. It was kind of a big deal. And I remember very clearly, which is surprising considering, but we had all kinds of alcohol. We basically cleaned out the liquor store on the island, and boy, they made a lot of money. We had Budweiser, Bud Light, Foster's, Australian to swill. Southern Comfort for people who didn't like to taste the alcohol. Jim Beam for people who did. Everclear who didn't want to remember tasting the previous drinks. And 151, which is sort of like the jalapeno pepper of alcohol, I guess. And we drank and we drank and we danced and we sang and we just got silly. And then we got to what we knew was going to be the end of the night because we were running low on beer. And all we had left was Tusker. I don't know if anybody has ever drank Tusker. It's a Kenyan beer. And Kenya, of all the things they're known for, beer, I hope, is not one of them. It's sort of, I still think that they have a great idea for a tagline if they would use my ad, which would be Kenya, when there's nothing else left. And there wasn't. And we were drunk, and we were so drunk we finished it anyway. And that was about it. So we all got up off the floor from dancing and went to bed. And that was when the room started spinning. This way, which was kind of fun. So I was hanging onto the bed because I knew if I hung on, I wouldn't fall out. This was the logic that I had when I was drunk. And the guy in the bunk above me, who had just gotten to the island, thought it'd be fun to mess with my head. So he's, man, you're not going to throw up, are you? You look kind of green. Are you going to throw up? And people, when they're drunk, are really suggestible. I was fine until he started bullshitting. And that was when I remember, instead of the room spinning, my stomach started to spin a little bit. And I thought, okay, I'm not going to make it. And I couldn't remember for the life of me where the one bathroom in the plantation house was. So I thought, okay, I can't throw up in bed because I can sleep in it. Oh, there's a window. I'll open the window. And I wasn't mechanically inclined before I got drunk. I was drunk enough to finish an entire bottle of Tusker. I was lucky that I could get all 10 fingers to move at all. And here I am trying to open this window at 2 a.m. while this guy is telling me, oh, you're going to throw up, man. You're going to... Finally got the window open. And something was blocking me from getting to the window. And I thought, well, it's okay. I'll just lean forward. And I went. It was coming, and I threw up stuff I didn't even remember eating. And that was also when I learned that the screen opened separately from the window. And also learned that what was in front of me was the couch with the other guy's bag on it. So, and I haven't come to the worst of the room yet. Had to sleep and got up the next morning. And that wasn't the worst of it, because then we all had to clean up because we had that checklist. So we're sitting there with hoses and mops, and I'm promising, apologizing profusely to the guy whose bag I just threw up in. I'm going to buy him a new change of clothes and all. And we finally, after 3 hours, finally got everything cleared up to where the British guy would let us go. And we staggered all back home. And the worst of it came about an hour later, because I was just completely fried, crashed in my room. Rose! What? You're late. You're supposed to be the personnel office for your ID photo. I wish I could have kept that ID photo. Because I'm a little red right now. But when you've had quarts of alcohol, when you've finished a bottle of Tusker because there wasn't anything else left, when you've danced on the floor with no shirt on a dirty tile floor in the middle of the Indian Ocean, and they sit you on a stool just like this. They say, okay, look right here. You count to 3. I looked like that for 2 years on my ID photo. And that's my time, everybody. Thank you very much.